All right, it is the Wednesday edition of Daily Bread coming at you live right at 5:30 on the East Coast. So for all you West Coast people, perfect time for you for once our weekday shows where we'll help you get through work. And you can blame this all on me because I was office Rex today and I didn't want to keep on my pink dress shirt for all you to get grilled extra hard. So you can just make fun of my hair or something else. Just call me ugly. But today's edition of Daily Bread, powered by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Be sure to check out that handle down at the bottom to get in for that March Madness deal and for their March Madness only bracket that you can get in there. We're live on Twitter at Daily Bread Media. Make sure to give us a like, retweet if you're there. We love if you comment. We just can't feature you. So Sosa does a great job of shouting you out. So we'll be monitoring your comments because we always want to hear from you. But on YouTube, that's the spot to be. You can be featured. You can screen clip, tell us how great you are. We always retweet the winners that you drop. Ask us questions, anything you want. You already know what it is on Daily Bread if you're coming back. I don't know how many first-time viewers we get, but if you're a first-time guy or lady, welcome in. Sosa, I know there's a lot to talk about, and not just in college hoops with the 2 NBA games tonight, but one more in particular. So how you feeling? You don't got any gear on?
Oh yeah, no, I'm just chilling, man. It's just a regular season game, man. It's just a regular season game. That's all. Um, you know, other than that, excited for tonight. Hopefully, we get the job done. Some wild shit going on in college basketball today, which we'll get into. But yeah, just excited, ready to make some money.
Yes, sir. Shout out Leslie for we have the best followers out there, best commenters. So other YouTube shows can get out at us, but maybe we get off the rails today. Who the hell knows? But college basketball, Sosa, maybe it's good that we didn't go too early today because it was just madness and just completely unpredictable, uncappable things happened today. It was just one of those days in college hoops, but today is probably one of the best days there are out there.
Oh man! All right, everyone and their mother thought Duke was going to go handle business. Look at what they did. Unbelievable.
I was going to save this for later on in the show, but I think I broke it down. I finally broke the conundrum of why college hoops is as crazy and as volatile as it is any season. Sosa, name me the top point guard this season.
Probably the guy from Kentucky.
All right, name me the second best point guard this year. That's what it is. This is the worst season overall in point guard play that we've seen in a very long time. And it was completely evident in the Michigan game today. For them to give up a 28-4 run and not be able to get Dickinson touches in the post, it's just a lack of being able to initiate your offense and get a true score. Same thing with Duke. How much were they relying on, just a pick and roll every single time to create offense? No sets, no nothing, because teams are lacking a true dominant point guard. I almost have to put, even though Ivy isn't a traditional point guard, I think he has to be the best one because he can at least initiate the offense and handle the pressure.
And just like you said, shot makers getting the job done at the end of games, getting your team a bucket. That's where those guards really come into dire need, like when you really need them to.
Marcus Carr today. I believe that's who it was from Texas. Sorry if I quoted that wrong, but I believe it was Marcus Carr. But yeah, that's one of my biggest things, and then something I'm going to be looking for going into tournament time on a team that I'm going to be looking back to outright is we're seeing a lot of teams struggle, and it's just point guard play overall is down a tier. All right, let's get into capping the games unless there's anything in the NBA you saw last night that's pressing on your mind because it was a huge slate. Nailed the Bucks.
Not particularly.
Nailed the double-double with R. Williams.
Robert Williams. LaMelo Ball doesn't look right. in my opinion. I could be wrong. Maybe he's hit a wall of some sort, but from what I'm seeing, LaMelo Ball he just doesn't look engaged like he was beginning of the year. And I could be wrong. He could just be going through some dog days type of stuff. But that team in general, the way we look at him as like some, a transcendent talent or somebody who's like supposed to be the next guy, you're not really seeing like him impact any level of ascension from his team. So it's a bit alarming. I think that was probably the thing I really took away from last night. Um, just seeing him like not, he just doesn't look like the guy from the beginning of the season. Who knows? He just doesn't. Yeah, he looks like he might have mono. I don't know how else to put it. He just doesn't look like he's there. So that would probably be my biggest takeaway from last night. Out of everything. Also, Nikola Jokic is just a fucking machine. He's amazing.
All right, let's get into tonight's plays. We got a lot of you tapped in with us. We appreciate it. Give us the like, give us the subscribe. Helps us get out there. So first play, something where if you tapped in on Jose's radio show, Straight Bet Sports, that was live last night. I was live last week. Joined them as a guest. It was a play I was eyeing up, so you already know what's locked in on this one. I am fading Iowa State hard here because there's teams that go 2-22 the prior season, and when they get to face Texas Tech in the first round and having a complete bounce back season, it's just completely unreliable. And you saw what happened once they hit conference play. I just expect Tech to cover here. The full game 8.5 is kind of gross. I'm going to go first half -4.5, -110 to shave some points off that number, and then look for a second half play and look for them live, especially if they're losing. I'm completely fading this Iowa State team for one last time this year. Texas Tech comes in with the top 5 defense. It's not much you have to type up about them. And Iowa State is extremely streaky and they foul often. Two things that I like. Even though Tech can't hit the threes, it won't really matter. They're going to own the paint.
Let's go.
And then if they can't stop Isaiah Brockington in a game that matters, it is what it is. Where I ain't losing cash on that. But they have the bodies and more than enough to be able to throw at them.
Yes, sir. Obviously, I totally agree. We saw their old coach take care of business. He did not.
He did not. I was about to say that's a nice little spot where Texas Tech can advance now too.
Right.
Get past where Coach went for Big Brother.
It's kind of crazy. He kind of looked funny in the light the last 15 games, didn't he? Sure did.
Well, that's where I think I might have said it on Spaces yesterday that Texas had 5 transfers that were all completely being contributors, like Christian Bishop, Marcus Carr. It was just too many pieces for Beard's first year. Definitely think they're set for success in the long run, but it was too many pieces, and that's what you just saw. And this TCU team was hungry. We saw they come on late in the season, and we talked about it. Who's their coach? Jamie Dixon. He knows how to win this type of time.
Yeah, my bad. And he came close to a Final Four. He did not get to a Final Four.
Yeah, the lead
Jay Wright made sure that did not happen. Right? Definitely made sure that did not happen. So.
Yep. So 4.5 -110. Texas Tech first half. That's how we'll start off the day.
Okay.
We got to talk about this UNC Virginia game, obviously. So we got spell it wrong. Sorry. Trying to pull up the current numbers. We got 4-point spread, 130 total. This opened at 133, dropped pretty quickly, and that's saying one thing because when UNC games, they're not listed right by that 120 number often, if not ever this season, unless they're playing UVA here, which is saying that Virginia is going to be able to completely control the pace, which is going to say, can UNC win a half-court game? Can they run their sets efficient enough to get there? Bryce Love. Caleb Love, sorry. Will he be able to run the point guard offensive sets? That's the biggest thing here. I can't believe I messed that up.
I think that this turns out to be a situation where I think North Carolina is a little more talented. I like that. That's not a bad look. Also, the last time this tournament was at Barclays, North Carolina won it. So just Yeah, I expect us to come out here and look good.
Well,
That's
that's where I'm just saying
expectation.
this is the whole narrative part of it because you don't get a 130 total in the UNC game if you think they're going to cover the -4. Really? Is their defense going to be the one that wins this battle? Because that's where it just seems so fishy that they want you to be betting UVA. UVA first half could be a good spot. We could see if UV adjusts, or do you give the second half adjustments to Bennett? That's really where do you give it? This is where in this game, I just want to be on UNC at some point to win outright. The -4 is the part that's completely keeping me off it from the game. That's where I don't even want to target the first half because I think hitting them as a dog live will be the best part of this because we've seen the streaks, we've seen the runs that teams go on. UNC is going to get cold at one point in this game today. And during that cold streak is going to be the time that I look to fade them or back. I'm sorry, and I hope that they're down. He
Yeah,
likes the Terps +2.
them in the first in the beginning of games, in the first half, North Carolina could tend to struggle, and obviously we know Virginia's going to try to make this an ugly game. I just think that, like I said, North Carolina will win on the boards, and I like UNC definitely 100% to win. Moneyline live is obviously the move, like you said. We expect Virginia to be very tactical, very sound to start the game, and talent to really win out the game in the second half.
All right. So let's get to a game that I have action on. You know, with the Big East 20, I ain't going to have a play. And you know, we're going to target the game of the day, in my opinion. It's not the Nova game. Fuck that team. It's Seton Hall at UConn. Or Seton Hall playing UConn, sorry. At MSG here. Is
Mhm.
the UConn back in the Big East tournament for the first time? Is it? I don't think it's the first time since Kemba. Was it the? Is it the last time since the Kemba shot there?
No, because they were in a Final Four when he was gone, like after him. So
But they
no,
were in the American at that point
that's true. You're right. Then you might be right. Actually, I forgot about that because they were just talking about how
because it's their
you
first Big East. This is where
right.
is the
They're back in
mojo
the
is
Big
everything
East.
going to get to them. They're laying 4 against Seton Hall. Where personally, I make this game closer to a toss up, but just with the way UConn's looked, I guess, a little bit better down the stretch, even though seeing how volatile they've been, because it was just that middle stretch of the season. If they didn't have that lapse after their week break after COVID, they probably would have been higher up in the records. But they took that loss to DePaul, and then after that, it was kind of just a free fall. But Willard's got them back fighting, so that's why I got to take the +4.5 -110 here. I just want the dog with points in this one. I think it stays close. Seton Hall, I believe that they can win outright, but I do believe if they do end up losing, it stays within 3. If it does, it's because of a bullshit free throw.
All right, and we already know where I think you're probably on the same play as me in the Notre Dame Virginia Tech game.
Yes, sir.
We obviously saw the line swing to Virginia Tech being favorites now. I like Virginia Tech to win the game. One, because I think that the guards will get it done at a higher level, and then I also believe that Notre Dame is one and done because I said it when we did the preview for the tournament. I think they're the one team, they're the most untrustworthy team of the top teams in that conference. And I think that, Virginia Tech's guards get it done tonight. I like Virginia Tech on the money line at -118, and I like a -110. I like both.
Yes, sir. And if you saw that preview, the teams that I had playing in the final were Virginia Tech and Miami. So I definitely have to like the Virginia Tech play here. In my opinion, Vegas is telling you something here, kind of like with the UNC total. Um, Tech had to play a game previously. Notre Dame had the bye, and you opened it as +1 and you flipped it to the -1. Sure, +110 to -110, really not that big of a difference. But still, like the respect that Virginia Tech has gotten from the markets the entire season. And in this game, I think it does come true. Um, That was weird. Am I still live?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess my light bulb died. I on my Ron Burgundy, it threw me off. My teleprompter came off, so my script isn't running anymore. So I lost my train of thought because if someone just puts the question mark there, I will read it. In this game, it's going to be completely slow. I was going to the tempo because both. I don't know what to do at this.
Just
The
stay
tempo is
there.
going
I
to be
mean,
terrible.
let's finish
It's
the show. Let's
it's
finish
going to be
the show.
slow. It's going to be gross. Virginia Tech's going to win out right here.
Absolutely. I'm 100% in agreement with you.
I need, like I say, I got to take a swig or something. Do you have any other college game, or do you want to go to NBA? And I'll get to my third college basketball play at the end because I am completely thrown off.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, it's cool. It happens all the time, man. Would you like me to turn the light off, make you feel better? It's like, I'm just like,
Bro, I can't believe my fucking light bulb died in the light that I was using. I'll go throw on my light real quick, though.
So anyway, I'll keep it going. North Carolina tonight. I like North Carolina because I'm a North Carolina fan, but you don't have to take my word for it. Because I personally, it's not fair to take someone's word for it when it's just a fan. But I do think North Carolina's the way better team here. We just talked about that game for about 10 minutes, but I have no idea what else to talk to because the teleprompter's gone. Like it's fucking
I know.
like it's Rex is the teleprompter, by the way. Like
it just threw me off, man. I'm good now. I've recovered. 76ers Warriors parlay. I like that. We'll get back to you, Ryan. We saw all your comments about the
Yeah.
MVP.
Don't nobody give a fuck about them passes, bro.
Completely untrue.
Like, we keep talking about those fucking passes. Like, and if Embiid got to play Sacramento like 15 fucking times, he'd go off for 40 every time against them too. So there's your answer to the Jokic conversation.
All right, now I remember what the last play is. I refreshed the book. I tried to remember it off my head. Stephen F. Austin, -2, -110. They're regaining the WAC. ACU, Abilene Christian, is not going back to the title this season, and it's going to Stephen F. Austin. And you know my angle I love to back, where the team wins the 2-point battle on offense and defense. On top of that, they win the 3-point offense and defense as well. And this is sitting at -2, -110, because truly these teams are even keeled throughout the entire season. And it should be a toss-em pick'em game. I don't like that it's the -2. As usual, if it burns you, you can back the money line. And that's sitting currently at -135. You know I don't like my juice, so that's too much. Stephen F. Austin is going to win by 7 tonight, -2, -110. Those are the three college hoops plays with the collab on Virginia Tech for the 4th. Phew. I recovered from it. The teleprompter's back running. We are good. Sosa,
right.
NBA action. Let's
First,
talk about the best big, because we saved the best game for first. Not
no,
last.
let's talk about the Warriors game. Let's get that one out the way. Let's get the Warriors game out the way. I mean, it's much less entertaining basketball matchup. Like no one
who's
gives a
going to
fuck about
watch
those
that
two
one?
games. Not like the two teams playing before them, right?
I was about to say, I don't think many people are tuning in to that Warriors game.
Right. Well,
only to see Steph and Clay.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't tune in for anyone else in this game.
So Warriors, the MVP, ain't even favored on his home court tonight.
Right.
2-point dogs, 229 total. Do you like the dog to win outright? Ryan, you started it. I'm just replying. It would have been nice. We could have backed the Nuggets tonight.
We might have done that dumb shit, but we're not stupid. We're rolling with the Warriors on this here Daily Bread episode. It's the Denver Nuggets third game in 4 days. They played last night. They got taken to the end with the Sacramento Kings. You know, their Sacramento Kings are so good. But now we're taking Golden State to cover tonight. Simply because of everything I just said. They got to figure it out. They got to start getting things right here. Draymond will be back here in about five days. Wiseman playing for the G League team. We're going to go Warriors -2, -110. And we're going to go with Stephen Curry to have a good game tonight. We're going to go with him to get us 27.5, I believe his number, or 24.5. I'm playing it all the way up to 30. Let me get the number on
Ooh.
30. Yeah, I think tonight's his night. He's been seeing all these guys go crazy. I think he wants it on the action. I really do.
And for
That's
some
how I
reason,
feel.
I mean, it's a random ass trend, but it's out there. In home games where there's a high total that's above 220, the Nuggets are 5-12 ATS.
Yeah,
Usually as favorites, though. I can put that caveat on top. See, that's how you can make trends lie because that's why the Nuggets aren't dogs. So it's just like when they have a high total, they can usually have the pace so they don't win by teams by smoking by a lot. Teams are able to keep it within the number.
yes, sir.
All right,
And
let's
yeah,
get to the good game where we have
let's
a lot of thoughts,
right.
obviously.
Let's get to that. Ben Simmons obviously not playing for the Nets tonight, but these guys are. They're playing tonight. Those guys are. They're gonna be playing. I personally am. I like the Sixers tonight. I'm very heavy on Embiid. I'm very heavy on Harden. I'm very heavy on Maxey. I'm right back with Maxey. I think the Philadelphia 76ers are going to cash us out like 90% of the time. I mean, I believe the numbers are 9 for 12 on plays in Sixer games. The only one we didn't hit in were the ones when Harden didn't play. I
I
think
was
it's
about to say you kind of stayed off that game as well, and you were targeting non-players to step up in his absence. But we didn't even
absolutely,
stream at the Miami game day, so that's what I'm saying because all the plays that you've given out, Harden has played so far.
yeah. So
It's
and those
extremely hard. I think the books know because Joel's numbers out there at 31. I
mhm.
know he's averaging that, but he has to show up tonight for how much shit he's been talking. And if he's gonna post that meme, and if like the Sixers cannot lose this game for how much he's talked, and he cannot have a dud of a game for how much he's put out there in the timeline.
He can't.
And he's going to show up. Anytime he's done this type of shit, he's always shown up. So this
And
is where I have no doubt. It's just, and I wanted to back him in every which way, but 32.5 is a lot, even though the Nets centers are trash.
oh yeah.
Like we got rid of one of them.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go with his points though, and beat over 31.5. I'm playing it to 35. But listen, they have nothing, and when I say nothing, in the paint, like they might play Blake Griffin tonight just so they have 6 fouls. They have absolutely no answer whatsoever for Joel Embiid. Nothing. If it's a close game, then play him to 50. Because they have nothing for him. I think Kyrie continues to roll though. I give him that. I think he continues to roll, but I'm not going to bet him because I think Matisse got something for him. I think Matisse going to give him hell defensively. I think KD plays well, but I'm
Who
not
do you
betting.
think guards KD then?
I think it's going to be a mix. I think you throw bodies at KD, but the way Kyrie's averaging
I know
33
that's where I was just saying.
games
Who do you
over his
like?
last 6, like
I was about to say, Coach Sosa. Like, who are you planning to neutralize? And you just said Kyrie by putting Tybal on him. So that's what I'm saying. So as your ancillary piece, throwing the bodies at KD is the only other way to do it. That's where I was trying to
yep,
get in your mind is, and that's the best way to do it because the Sixers can't stop guards. And it's kind of like, who do you have a better shot at trying to contain? Because you really don't stop Kyrie and you really don't stop KD just because they're great. And that's where it's just like, who do you have a better chance of containing? And if you can just make KD hit the one-on-one jump shot fades, it is what it is. Shots on guard ball at this point, but you can stop Kyrie from generating and getting into the lane at least.
absolutely. And yeah, I just like I said, I just think that that they put Thibault in that situation to make him move around with Kyrie. I definitely believe Durant will eat. Um, I like James Harden's assist. They're at 11.5. I think it's easy money. James Harden over 11.5 at plus 108. I'm guessing 10.5 is juiced to like minus 150.
Who does Harden guard tonight? Bruce
Nobody.
Bruce Brown? Or
James
who's he supposed to guard?
James Harden don't really
Seth?
guard. I mean, like, yeah,
Are they going to put him on Seth?
probably.
Because his total is sitting at 11.5. That's the one I kind of like because if I'm going to be fading Trey as hard as I am and how much we can't already guard guards as it is, especially scoring point guards, that's where it's just kind of like target the shooting guard for the Sixers. Because from what we've been watching, I mean, I'm not
Oh,
saying
from the six
bet Seth,
from
but
the
I'm just
Sixers
saying
or
it
the
could be a
Nets?
new angle to watch is targeting whoever Harden's covering.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, in regards to like I'm not betting on Seth Curry.
No,
He's
I'm
in,
not either, but I'm just
yeah,
trying
he's
to say, is it
inconsistent as
a
fuck.
new angle to potentially pursue since I'm so hot on fading the Atlanta guards? The Sixers ones aren't bad looks either, to be honest.
Yeah, Maxi's not great defensively, neither is Harden, but again, it comes with
I
the
ain't fading my team, but that's what I'm just trying to say in the
comes with-
future. And if you guys are smart, maybe you want to listen to the leads because they're undefeated on Daily Bread.
they've never lost, not once ever. We're like LeVar Ball out here, man. Shit's sweet. Um, also, I'm gonna roll with the team total. I just think it's you have to take it. It's hit every time that James has been the lineup over 120.5. If Brooklyn is to be in this game, they're going to have to score 130. It's not going to be some 108-90. That ain't.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be up there, and it's probably going to be one of the longest games of the NBA season. I promise it's going to be one of the. You're going to get fouls. Oh my
I was
god!
about to say it's going to be the
parade.
part where it's like flip over to what's TNT's like sister channel that they can put it on because it's going to be
US.
delayed so long that they can't
Bruh.
even like delay the Nuggets Warriors start anymore.
You're going to have KD shooting about 12, Kyrie
Oz.
shooting about 10 of them. Yeah, you already see a million free throws. At least that's what I think. The only way this game doesn't go over is if there's just like colossal bricks and everybody's missing. But there's going to be
Yeah.
so much energy in that building. I don't see that being possible.
And shout out to everyone who hit that total before, like right when it opened, because it was at 229. It's already up to 236, and that 229 was out there available this morning at like 7, 8, 9 a.m. Eastern. So shout out to you guys if you're rocking that. Let us know if you were sharp and got that because you got to tout that a little bit. When you get 7 points of CLV, good work. I didn't get it. I'm salty, but congrats to you. Other than that, I'm staying off of the 2 NBA games tonight. I got my action in college. I probably like more plays in college hoops, but from how wild we've seen it's been today, I'll stay with the 4.
Sixers -4.5. Warriors -2. Embiid over 31. Maxi 3 threes was at +240. And Georges Niang 3 threes at +250. And Virginia Tech money line.
Yep.
That's the day.
Got Stephen F. Austin -2, Texas Tech first half -4.5, and Seton Hall +4.5 full game. Appreciate all of you rocking with us. If you missed the light just going out, you missed probably one of the better Daily Bread singular moments, I guess, at this point. But until tomorrow, we appreciate all you rocking with us. We'll be back earlier in the day at our normal time before the college hoop starts.
Baseball's back.
Who the hell cares?